You're in the no-gravity zone as the Space Task Force launches right now.
I'm going to step off the limb. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. It has a stark beauty all its own.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida and ISDC 2009. I'm your host, George Schellenger, along with rocket scientist, space activist, and the conference chair for ISDC 2009, Tim Bailey. And Tim, that's the opening video from ISDC 2009 here in Orlando.
That was an amazing video, George. I really love that it shows the diversity inside the space industry and how far we've come in the last 50 years, that now there are so many companies not just out there thinking about space, but really building hardware. And I love those images at the beginning with so many things that are actually flying and making fire now.
And Tim, 2 years in the making for this conference. I remember back it all started in Dallas when you wanted to bring the conference here. That was 2 years ago. And here we are in Orlando. Beautiful venue, great event. We've had 3 excellent days of presentations. What is your takeaway from some of the things you've seen over the last few days?
I would say the biggest thing I've noticed is that we're really building hardware. A lot of people talk about space and how cool it is and that they want to go, and all the companies here are actually doing it. We've got Orion Propulsion that's building and testing rocket motors, brand new things that they've come out with. You've got people talking about spaceships, not just that they might fly one day, but Will Whitehorn from Virgin Galactic announced all of the things that have been happening and that they've had successful motor firings and that they're actually moving forward and what their timeline is going to be. So I think that's the most exciting, is that it's real now.
And I think it's interesting that each day has been very thematic. The first day was really about commercial, and that was Thursday. Yesterday was really about Constellation and NASA's program of returning to the moon. And today is really about education and kind of the future of everything.
That's right. Today is our Science and Education Day, and we look at all the things that are happening with the Mars exploration programs, how students are getting involved. In fact, you may have noticed some of the students that are coming behind us are actually all the way from India and Romania, and they've been participating in these amazing competitions to design their own space habitats for large populations to live in. And they've come all the way to ISDC to present those things and to show the world really what students can do in the realm of space.
And that's really the amazing thing is ISDC really is an international space development conference, and what we've seen from India with their probe to the moon, sending back a lot of data.
Fantastic data, and it just proves that space isn't confined to one single area, one single age group, one single nation anymore, and that we're all working together and have students from so many places coming in, I think shows, the industry is growing by leaps and bounds, and this is the place where we're seeing that.
Tim, as conference chair for this event, at this pivotal moment where things are about to happen, it's 40 years since Apollo, and we're getting ready for this big future. How does it feel to you personally to be involved in this, to have put this together?
It's a great honor to be here at this transition point in the history of space. A lot of people look and they talk about how amazing it was to be there during Apollo. And I think that what we really have to realize is this is the new Apollo era. We're living in the time when new things are happening, and when we can look around and be a part of some of the new amazing stuff that's going to happen, going back to the moon, going on to Mars, creating the next steps in the future for the International Space Station, welcoming new nations in. Right now in space, there are 6 people on board the International Space Station representing 5 different space agencies, and that's never happened before in the history of the world. I think it's a remarkable time to be here, and I'm honored that we were able to play a part in that.
Tim, one of the things that Rusty Schweiker from Apollo 9 said last night, and I think really plays true to this conference, it is about friends and family.
It really is. When you come to ISDC, you get to meet a lot of people, and I hope all of you get to come to ISDC next year in Chicago. They're from all over the world, they're from all over the industry, a lot of them are from outside of space, and we all share a passion for being in the space industry. It's not just a job for everybody, it's not just something they have to do, it's not just a business networking opportunity. This is really about coming and sharing your passion with everybody and getting reignited about why we love space so much and what's been happening over the last year that can keep us going forward.
And I think it's also about inspiration and the passion of that. And I think space plays to a lot of different areas of life, you know, from you know, the economic downturn we've seen, the positive inspiration that can come from new space ventures and new space business will push us well into the future.
You're absolutely right. I think it's amazing to see how many different facets of the industry are here, how they're all represented, and how even during a downturn in the general economy, we've been able to bring out so many people and they see the benefits of it, and we can talk about how it's affected by the economy. We have a presentation about greening the aerospace industry going on right now. That's how can the things that we're developing in space have a real impact on how we take care of planet Earth. And I think that's, it's so all over the map as far as what's going on at the conference that it's great to be able to walk around a little bit, catch a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, and really see how space has evolved to be more than just rockets.
Tim, as you walk away from this conference and think about the future, what's the one thing you're going to take with you?
Other than the skills and the really great networking that we've done to pull off the conference, and it takes an amazing team to make a conference like this happen. One of the biggest things I'll take away is the sense of community that really gets built up around here, and meeting some of the people, and not just their PR representatives, and not just a marketing person, but literally I've shaken hands with astronauts, heads of corporations, of people that are putting on the programs that are doing it and have their hands on the hardware. And I think that's what I'm going to take away from this that's really the coolest thing, is that we're creating that community and building that community continuously with the people that are really making it happen.
Tim, excellent job. It's been an awesome conference, and we will. Well, so this is. We will be back soon with another radio or audio edition of the Space Task Force.
That's correct.
But for right now,
we'll see you in space.
We'll see you in space.
It worked.
Yep.
And now I've gotten like 4 phone calls while I was here.
All right. The Space Task Force would like to thank the National Space Society, Omni at Champions Gate, and Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. We'll see you next time on the Space Task Force.